We're gonna start off with women's college basketball yesterday and all the controversy
Yeah.
going on around Don Staley and Geno. But first, we're gonna start with the game. So, first of all, if y'all ain't know, USC beat UConn yesterday. I think, if I ain't mistaken, uh, out of the last 8 games, Don Staley and beat Geno 6 times out of the last 8 games. So, you know what I'm saying? So she doing her
Yeah.
thing right now. She doing her thing right now.
She he got a
But
kryptonite. Everybody got a kryptonite.
everybody got a kryptonite. That's a fact. That's a fact. But what's the what did you see in that game? What did you see in that game? How South Carolina played? How UConn played? What was you know what I'm saying? What was going on?
I feel like honestly, the game plan was simple. Stop Sarah Strong, stop Ozzy. It wasn't pretty. It was if you stop them two. Not saying that UConn doesn't have any other scores. I'm not saying that whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like those are the most dominant ones. I know they got that girl. I think what's her name? I want to say Sarah Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I know they got the girl Shade, but outside of that, really, if you stop them two, you pretty much can control the game. And the one thing, and what last time I was on here now, you know what I had said? I said Don Staley, in order for her to win this game, she was gonna have to out coach which she did. And when I say, and I'm gonna give y'all a prime example of one thing she did to stop in the game, she put the guards on Sarah Strong. The guards,
Slow it down.
OD, slow it down because guess what? Y'all probably like, why would she do that? If for all my basketball people who don't watch basketball like that, why would she do that? Because everybody on South Carolina can play defense and hold their own.
Like in the
They
film, right?
quick and they fast. I'm
Right.
gonna get to by the time you give her the ball, I'm gonna already be on her taking it from her. She's not
Mm-hmm.
even gonna be open to get it. She can't throw
Mm-hmm.
it over me because I'm gonna jump with her. Cause
Mm-hmm.
it ain't like they small. They guards small. They don't have really small. All their guards ain't small, y'all.
Yeah.
So I mean, and Sarah Strong ain't nothing but like I didn't know the other day. I think she was like 6'2". I mean,
Yeah.
that's
I
tall,
mean,
but
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you feel me? So it ain't like she OD with it.
Right.
So I just like the game plan they had defensively. I feel like South Carolina had some players that was able to step up. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. The defense that they played, because they didn't have a crazy offensive game. Shoot, even Raven Johnson didn't do shoot. I think she only had like what? She had like I don't even did she didn't even have 8 points, I don't think, did she? Probably
Raven
like what, two,
Johnson had 10. She had 10.
10?
Hold
She
on.
had
Hold
10
on. Hold on.
points.
Let me fact check.
Fat check me and let me know. I didn't even know she had 8 points. I know Tessa's had 10 because I remember them saying that then again. I know Tessa had 10 points.
I just had the stats
But
up
I
here, y'all. Give me a second.
but why you looking that up? But yeah, bro, like I just felt like they had they defense pretty much most
Was
of their
down
points for
2.
South
You're right.
Carolina. Okay. Most of their points only I felt like they did good in transition too. That's another thing with South Carolina. Getting those quick, easy stops, them turnovers, they can quickly turn them points in transition and score quick, fast. Like I seen that a lot last night, but man, South Carolina, they dominated. I ain't gonna lie.
They
And
did.
once UConn started really getting that game going for real, like actually start trying to come back, like they wanted to fight a little bit, South Carolina had an answer every time, even when they were shooting threes, because they couldn't get a. They can't. I think they came back. I don't know if it was the second or it was the third quarter. They came back from like 10. I'm talking about walking them down. They hit like three,
Mm-hmm.
four threes in a row. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my god, like they walking them down, and then after a
That
while
made it
though,
like
they
a
they just
4-point
always
game.
adjusted. Mm. They had it to a 4 point game. They made it an adjustment, and I'm over here looking. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. They might come back if they keep shooting like this because we all know what threes better than twos.
Yeah.
Threes are better than twos. So, but they stopped them. They stopped them at the three. The guards started doing their thing, and UConn just fell short, man. That really what happened. They had a lot of turnovers too. I ain't gonna lie. UConn had a
They
lot
did,
of
yeah.
turnovers.
I mean, it's gonna happen when you playing South Carolina, like you said, bro. It's a defensive team, bro. That's why I picked them though, because I said, bro, I said if they could stop one out of Sarah Strong and Ozzie Fudd, that they definitely gonna have a good chance. But granted, they stopped both of them. Like Sarah Strong had 12 on a bad
And,
shooting night,
you did. Look.
and Ozzie
I'm
Fudd,
a
she shot 3 for
you
15.
did terrible. It was just and you know
But
what's crazy? That might be the worst game I seen her play this year.
me
No
too.
cap.
But that's a credit to South Carolina guards, bro. They good defenders. Like they gonna defend all of
Yeah.
them girls from top to bottom, even coming off the bench is going to defend, and that's what Don Staley, you know what I'm saying, coach. She gonna coach that. She gonna coach defense. She gonna, you know what I'm saying, get you well played on the defensive side. We all going to defend as a team. And they said it themselves was the game plan was to run Ozzie Foot off the 3 point line and to give Sarah Strong some hard and tough contested looks, which they did all night. And you know they're gonna get steals. Like they're gonna play on the ball. They all gonna get steals. So it was a great game plan, great defensive game plan. Like that's the reason
Yeah.
why I had them win that game. That's tough. It's tough. But shout out,
What's
first
the
of all, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask, what's the girl, man?
44.
The 44. 44.
I forget her name. I don't
Is
want to
it
say
like
it.
Maker? Is it it's I don't know her first name.
Yeah, I think that's her
I don't
first
know if I know
name.
how to
Make
pronounce
I know she a
it.
freshman.
Nice.
Yeah. They got a couple freshmen out there. And then the thing about it is you got shawty like Chloe Kitts. She ain't even been playing for South Carolina. Like Chloe Kitts been hurt all year. She ain't even been playing for South Carolina. So yeah,
Facts. I
bro.
forgot about her.
Yeah, like that. So, I mean, Don Staley, she gonna have that team right as always, bro. That was a great defensive masterclass. That was a great defensive masterclass by them.
Great.
They
Great.
put on the
Great.
show. I think they said when they had got up by six was the highest deficit that was allowed on UConn all year. Like nobody got above 6 points on them all season, which is insane. That's like crazy. So,
Yeah.
you're gonna have who you gonna have, you know what I'm saying blase blah. They ain't played nobody. They ain't played nobody. To that you say what? To that you say what?
For me, when look, I do this in every sport, y'all, because I
What?
hate because that can mean two things. It can mean two things. It can mean you either, and we've seen teams that played nobody and won championships. I say that to those people who do this. UConn, their schedule doesn't change on who they play.
That's facts.
Geno has 12 national championships.
That's
At the end
facts.
of the day, it's cool to say that. But at the end of the day, really, it don't matter. It
That's
really don't
facts.
matter. It really don't. You can't argue. It's certain things you can argue with, but you can't argue with 12 of them things. I
Yeah.
said 12 of them things.
Yeah. That's facts.
You can't
That's
do
facts.
it. You can't do it.
That's facts.
So, I mean, I don't really look at like who you playing throughout the regular season. And I can't help yeah, it's easy to say like if they were in somewhere else, they could have, maybe lost a few games here and there. Yeah, that's cool to say, but how many more games would they could have lost? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you went undefeated. So a 3?
And
What
you
are we
still
talking about?
gotta
South
go through the
Carolina's record?
yeah. And they still gotta go through the tournament. So
That's very true.
which
Yeah.
they went to the
So
tournament and they made it to the final four. So
Final Four. So yeah.
that's true. So now let's get to the nitty gritty, man. First of all, shout out South Carolina girls for winning the
Yeah, shout
national
out to them.
championship.
Shout out to
Y'all
Don.
know that's where we from. We from South Carolina, from the 803. So you know
You
what
know what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying?
You know what I'm saying? Granted,
Yeah.
granted, USC ain't my team. I am a Clemson fan, but you know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
really
They
fuck with USC either, but I
the
fuck with
representation,
Don though.
Yeah, they represent the state of South Carolina, especially when it comes to women's college basketball. So, man, shout out to them. Shout out. I said win the national championship, going to the national championship. Shout out to them. Hopefully, they do win the national championship. You know what I'm saying? But the controversy and the talk of the night with everything where it went from left to right, right to left, what turned everything up at the end of the game, it was an exchange. And we should have pulled it up for y'all, but obviously, I mean, unless you're sleeping under a rock, you should have seen this somewhere on your timeline and on any social media at this point, right? At the end of the game, you know, when you lose and when you win or whatever, the game over with, the coaches shake hands, they meet each other and they shake hands. So they went to go, you know what I'm saying, greet each other and shake hands. Geno and
Yeah.
Dunn had some exchange of words. Geno wasn't, you know what I'm saying, messing with a
Look,
lot of things that was going on. Then Dunn started turning up. Then it was like,
look.
whoa, like what's going
Mm,
on? And to me, it was a bad look, a very bad look on a so-called, in some people's eyes, legend, GOAT. I mean, best coach of all time, one of the top coaches, which you can't deny, one of the top coaches in women's college basketball, which he is. You know what I'm saying? And to give y'all a little bit more details and backdrop, he said, this is words out of his mouth. I watched all the interviews, the post-game interviews and all that. He said, before the game, coach is supposed to meet and shake hands or whatever and greet, whatever, in the Final Fours
mm,
or whatever. And he
yeah.
said he sat there at half court waiting for 3 minutes and nobody greeted him. Granted, there's video evidence of showing otherwise of when they met at the table, the scoring table, and shook hands. Then at the whole coaching staff. Second, he said, which I'm gonna also talk about, that had to play for South Carolina in that win, playing them. Second, he said they wasn't getting no calls. They wasn't getting no calls, and Don Staley was calling the refs all this, that, and the third names. And he got a player that got ripped out of her jersey, and the refs said they didn't see the player get ripped out of her jersey, which on video evidence once again shows the player ripping her own
Ripping
jersey.
her own jersey. Yeah.
So now it's like what you saying was not true. So what actually is you mad about? Is you mad that you lost? Is you mad that a lot of people messing with Dunn right now and she up on you, she getting the ups on you? She kind of taking the fame away. Like, what's going on? That's what I'm thinking. But either way, regardless of the fact, it's a bad look, and you can't do that. After you lose a game, you take your L on the chin like a man, which you is, shake the opponent's hand, you know what I'm saying, and go about your day. At the end of the day, especially when just last year, y'all put BTA to them, what Dunn did, what the whole coaching staff did, not just Dunn and the team. They got in line, shook all y'all hands, went to the locker room. That's just how the game go. When you lose, you take your L on the chin, you shake hands, and you leave. You can't now, y'all lose, you get upset, even if that was the case, right? Which the foul discrepancy was way much larger on South Carolina side than UConn side.
Very much. Very
But
much.
but y'all, it should have been, because
That's how South Carolina plays.
South Carolina shot 6 threes. UConn shot 21 threes. If I ain't
So
mistaken,
they're going to get more fouls called when you're in the
what are we,
paint.
what are
Come
we
on, man.
doing? The
Come
more
on.
you
Come
apply
on.
pressure
Come
on the rim, who
Yeah.
gonna get more foul
That's
calls? Come
more
on, bro.
foul
That's common
calls.
sense.
Very true.
That's
It's
common
very
sense.
true.
And Geno, for you to be a GOAT coach or whatever, you know that. You know that. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, bruh, you saying all these things, but if you watch the game of basketball and you really know what's going on and you seen all this stuff on video evidence saying otherwise what you saying, what actually is you mad for? You mad because you lost? And that's bad, bro, because you got 12 national championships. My boy just said you got 12. You got multiple conference championships. You got multiple Final Four appearances, multiple national championship appearances. Come
Yeah.
on. Now, I get it. You trying to hold up. You know what I'm saying? You're a legend in some people's eyes once again. I get it. But it's like, bro, what we doing, bro? Like, that's bad. That's bad. I'm gonna let you go ahead and take the floor and what you got to say, but that's awful.
I was looking at some stuff last night after that just to see. And it's crazy because I looked up just before the game started. I looked at this interview with Candace Parker.
Mm-hmm.
Candace Parker wrote a book. In her book, she was talking about how her and Geno never really got along when she was
Mm-hmm.
with Pat Summitt.
Yep.
Also
Yep.
the legendary coach from Tennessee. And Pat Summitt
Tennessee. She
also
said
didn't
it
like
too.
Geno either.
Facts.
She said the same thing
Facts.
too.
Facts.
So I don't know him personally. I
Facts.
don't know him personally. I just know what I hear and what I see. But at the end of the day, when I hear that from multiple women, I see you act the way towards
Yeah.
certain women, especially my black women.
Yeah.
Especially my black women. I kind of gotta believe what I see until it's proven otherwise. You know what I mean? I get you're frustrated because you lost. I'll be wrong to sit over here and say, shoot, I even came on here and thought UConn was gonna win my damn self. I ain't gonna lie, I thought so. But at the end of the day, the only thing that I hate about all this is you're a man. Not only are you a man, you're a white man. And a woman's sport. The GOAT of that sport. Like my partner said, what we call the GOAT of the sport. So with that being said, you have to act a certain type of way. That's just what it is. Doing that to any woman in general, I don't care. I'm pretty sure we did a statistic, Kobe. How many women head coaches? We already know it's more women head coaches than men in
Yeah.
women's sports.
It's more
That's just what it
dominant
is.
women.
It's more women. That's just what it is. With that being said, you just gotta act a certain way, bro. Just take your L and move on. They showed a clip from last year. He's over here doing the orchestra, doing all this
Yeah.
happy,
Yeah.
popping it. Yeah. All that dancing. Now, when you get your L, you want to get up in her face, shout. You didn't shake my hand.
Crazy.
When we just seen a clip of her doing it. Sarah Strong to her own jersey. Now, I'm not saying, it could have been a little rip prior to.
Right.
It could have been a little rip.
It could have been a
But
little rip.
the big one was her. She did that because she was mad. She probably felt like she should have got a foul on that play when she threw the ball up and she said, man, God dang, and she ripped her own stuff.
And she said it. And then that's now you put your players in a bad predicament because at the post game interview, he said what he said. Referees ain't see my player get her jersey ripped, da 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 da. Then they asked her, and now she got to say the truth, which obviously is the truth. She was like, yeah, heat of the moment, I had to rip my own jersey. Nah, you know what I'm saying? It's putting pressure on her.
It's making him even look worse because your players.
Come on, bro.
Your players ain't gonna lie because now they finna say, "Oh, well, she taking up for him." You know what I'm saying?
Somebody in the comments said, "Bro, forgot it's 2026. We got cameras now."
I'm for real, bro. We got cameras. He ain't lying. We got cameras now, man. So we can go back and look at this. Like I said, I'm not taking. Look, Geno, good coach, but bro, take your L when you take a L, man, because that made me look at you differently as a person now. Like that really does make me look. Because now I'm looking at you like, okay, you a sore loser. You're a sore loser. That's what you are. You carry yourself like that. You showed it. And then not only that, he doubled down on it. How you going to double down on it?
He stood on
it. At least do a public apology, bro. You got to. It's only right.
Nah.
It's only right.
I respect the fact that he stood on it.
But look. Hey, Kobe, you ain't got no choice. Nah, you done said it.
Because it's video evidence. It's video evidence. It's like, okay.
And then they asked him, which I want to mention too. They asked him, you gonna repeat what you said out to him when they was talking? I ain't gotta repeat it back out.
He stood on it.
I ain't gotta repeat it back out. I said what I said. She took offense to it. But you all up in her face. Hey, you get up in my I love anyway. My partner, we probably go with tit for tack on this. We joke, we do stuff all day. You come in my face with that time, and where we from? What you trying to do?
Hey, you see it, bro. Y'all seen how, and this ain't nothing to portray Don said is no certain type of image or whatever, this, that, and the third, because at the end of the day, she's a wonderful head coach, gonna go on to be one of the greatest women's head basketball coaches and all that. But if you don't know Don Staley's background, where she from Philly.
Philly.
Y'all seen how she reacted. Y'all see how
I'm finna whoop his ass. I'm finna whoop his ass.
Started turning up. She started turning up.
Started getting red. You know them light skinned people when they get mad, they get red, nah.
I'm trying
they
to
get red.
But
and she gotta take the high road.
You feel
That's
me?
what I'm mad about.
What she did?
She gotta take the high road. Saying I like what she said though. Don't take that attention away from what happened. I want to be focused on my team. That's how you that made me see now the level of respect is just
because it did though. If you like, bro, that's all you seeing on the timeline. Bro, I seen that so much to the fact where I didn't even and I watched a little bit of that game as well, the Texas and UCLA game, not the whole game, but I watched a little bit of it. Bro, I didn't even see nothing about the Texas and UCLA game after that. Like,
they talked about that during the Texas and UCLA game.
Saying. You would have thought that was granted, like we already had said though. Then whoever come out of this side, we think was gonna win the game.
Pretty much win, yeah.
That under the national championship. But you would have realized, bro, that's the national championship. Like, ain't no other game is played because you've seen that so much down the timeline.
So much, yeah.
And it's gonna be talked about. This is finna be talked about on every platform, every social media page. It's already being talked about everywhere. But at the end of the day, bro, you just gotta take your L like a man, bro. That's what it comes down to. Especially when you popping it and you so-called a GOAT, you so-called a legend. Some people
call you the GOAT.
You one of the greatest coaches of all time. You got 12 national championship, bro. You gotta act like a winner. You gotta take your L's. You gotta act like your W's. Bro. You always. It's how you handle your L's, bro. It's how you handle your L's. That's what it always comes down to. How you handle your L's. Not just about how many dubs and stuff you win, but how you handle your L's. Because like people say, bro, you build up all this reputation and respect and all this junk in this name for the past 40-some years. Just for now people to... It's I ain't gonna say it's like all the way tore down, but... It's a blemish that's tearing down within a 5-second thing that you did. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up now with what you just did. Just for not shaking somebody's hand, taking the L on the chin, and going in the
That can affect recruiting. How you gonna go to somebody's mama's house after them seeing what you gonna do? You gonna do me like? Cause that's what I'm gonna say. What you gonna do me like Don Staley? Gonna get up in my face and get mad because I ain't commit. Like what you? I'm just being. Hey, look, I'm being real. I'm being real. You knock on my door, I'm gonna say, hey, you coach women. How you gonna coach women and disrespect them? It just don't make no sense.
Hey, it ain't funny. I ain't laughing, but you right. Like you right, dog. That's crazy. I ain't even think about it like that. I ain't even think about it.
Yeah, like you coaching women, but you also disrespect one. Like it don't make sense. It just don't make sense.
Yeah, bro. And for you to get mad at the file discrepancy, talking about something, we're not getting calls. When granted, y'all was getting calls, and it's like, buddy, y'all took 21 threes. South Carolina took
first off,
threes.
You got to change it. Switch the game. See, this is the problem. And it's not just him. All coaches do it. This is what makes great coaches right here. When you see something's wrong, you change the game plan. Sarah Strong ain't do nothing in that paint. You should have been, hey, if they gonna try to get her in foul trouble, let's try to get them in foul trouble too. Let's play that game now. Let's play that game and see who can play it better. Yeah. We know we can hit a couple threes. That's what I would have tried to. Hitting them threes, I would have said, all right, let's take a break from it. Let's get in the paint. Let's try to attack. Let's attack.
They couldn't even, bro. Like again, bro. South Carolina shot 6 threes. They was at the free throw line 22 times. And they went 2 for 6 from the 3, 18 to 22. They was literally watching the game. They're applying pressure at the rim. They was attacking the rim, putting y'all in foul trouble. That's what happens when you apply the pressure at the rim. And again, Geno knows this. He knows this. Now y'all shot 21 threes. Of course, you're gonna have 6 free throws.
But they don't have that, Kobe. They don't have Paige there no more. So they don't have no one who can get a bucket by will.
Yeah,
They don't have that.
yeah. I mean, again, it was a great masterful game, and then South Carolina had 39 rebounds. My God, it was just a great masterful
I don't
defensive
even know
game
how this.
plan. Defensive game plan and offensive game plan by South Carolina. I mean, it just was because them free throws played a big part in them winning the ball game, and the fact that they was
Yeah.
defending them like that as well, not getting off no threes and stuff like that, also played a big part in them winning the ball game. Like you said, I mean, they got outcoached. They got outcoached and they got
They did,
outplayed.
man.
It's just what it is.
Outcoached and outplayed.
And Geno, you gotta take an L on the chin, brother. That's just what it is.
Take it like a champ.
I'm telling you right now, you shouldn't I mean, this don't take, you know what I'm saying? You still a one of the best coaches of all time, you feel me? You still this, that, and the third. But again, this blemishing your image, man. A lot of people lost respect for you over this, you feel me? So
hard to get them commits to come. Hey, it's gonna be hard to get them. It's hard to knock on them doors and talk to people's mamas when you out here disrespecting women, man.
That's a fact, dog.
That's tough.
It is tough, man. A lot of people lost a lot of respect for you, brother. So hey man, it is what it is. Again, like Don Staley said, that's why I started off with the game and congratulating USC, because you don't want to necessarily put too much shine on that. You feel me? So again, congratulations USC. Congratulations you come for making it that far, but congratulations USC for making it to the national championship, winning the Final Four and things of that nature. And again, hopefully they bring another one to South Carolina. So shout out them.